The 2007 Dodge Dakota. Rear wheel drive, 4-speed, 3.7 liter. Alright, it's been quite a journey since I picked it up this summer. The power steering went out on me first, and I ended up replacing the entire system from the pump in the front to the rack and pinions on the bottom, and it's got a new steering shaft in there too. Go ahead and take a look at that before I get into the rest of this. Alright, so here we are under the frame. Alright, got the transmission out of here because the transmission went right after the power steering. Unbelievable. I thought I was just gonna have to change some spark plugs and coils. It turned out the whole transmission went when I changed the filter. Anyway, this is the flywheel. We've got the lines, the fluid lines exposed here because I just flushed them. I'll give you a look at what's in the bucket from that. You can see that there's a heavy metallic presence. There's sediment all at the bottom. But here we have the new rack and pinions. This is a remanufactured rack and pinions that I installed over the summer right here in the garage. All right, and then over here we have the steering shaft. You see that's also new. Right over here, see that joint, how clean all that is. All the way up. Looking pretty. Right. So I mean, it was nice to get all that done, and then when the transmission went, I thought I would go for a rebuild. You know, I wasn't really all that intimidated by it. I knew I just had to keep track of what things went where, but it got a little more technical than that. Here we have the transmission that came with it, shot. We got the torque converter off of there this morning, and basically I went through the inside of this thing, and there was, you know, a heavy metallic presence in the fluid that was drying up, and every section of the inside of that, from the drum to the housing and all the way back down to the pistons on the end. What ended up happening was I did not get the nut off of the back of here. The dimples would not come out, and I ended up, and you can see how much work I put in trying to get those things out of there, and it just wasn't happening. So I ended up trying to crack the nut, and at that point, with all the spec details that go into rebuilding the thing, you know, putting it all back together, I figured I was definitely better off just getting rebuilt. You know, it's a little more expensive, but I mean, look at this thing. You know, I mean, just look at it. Look at this compared to that. Like, there's no way, even if it was cleaned up and rebuilt, it's not gonna come out looking or operating as well as this one. So I'm gonna be paying it off for a year or two, but it's gonna be worth it as far as operating the vehicle. So you can give you a look at those tie rods. That tie rod, beautiful, right? Yeah. All right, so this is where I'm at now. We've got the system flushed. Here's the bucket. Here we go. You can see how dirty that sediment is in there. And that stuff is, there's a heavy metallic presence in there. You can see the cloudiness, you know, the cloudiness at the bottom. I mean, there's fragments in there, like the ones that came out of the pan, you know, the ones that were in the pan when I first flushed the fluid and changed the filter, that actually knocked the transmission out, you know. I mean, you could see, like, you know, in here, like, you can see the sediments. It's big trouble. I put a whole bottle of transmission fluid through the coolant, through the radiator, and it was as clear coming out as it was going in by the end of it. So we're ready to install this bad boy here. Really looking forward to it.